is Courtney. Thank you so very much for being here. Welcome to my pink Barbie core psychic self-love centered little corner of the internet. Today is going to be my fourth pick a card on something that is unfolding for you naturally in your life that doesn't need to be rushed. If that sounds like anything you vibe with. But this is about taking some time out for you, chilling, and I hope that my channel, my readings, if you end up liking it here, can be a place where you unwind, take some time for you, and let me hype you up, girl, diva, bestie, whoever you are. But I love you so very much. I do love to give a little bit of a pep talk at the beginning, but there are timestamps and bookmarks for you to skip ahead to for whatever you're ready to hear about. But today I just wanted to take a couple seconds to talk to everybody and tell you that so much is happening in the world, and it's good to stay informed, and it's good to fight, and it's good to fight to make a better world. But I want to remind you that even if it's one day a week, you are allowed to protect your space and your mental energy by taking a step back from social media, even if it is once a week, because I want you to be taking good enough care of yourself and feel happy enough. You do not run out of juice. You do not run out of motivation, and you don't get worn down. Remember, you cannot change the opinions of other people, but you can stand up for what you think is right. And remember that there are so many more kind people in the world that don't enjoy the things the way they are than people who do. I love you so very much. Anyway, let's get into this reading. You are so special. Very quickly, I'm going to bust out the Barbie journal here, and we are going to go over the reading overview. So today is what wants to unfold at its own pace. So our first card is going to be your dream or a goal, sort of like an energy check. You know, if you get to a pile and you really vibe with what I'm talking about with that first card, it's for you. That second card is going to be all you're doing that helps and or is bringing you progress already, right? Because sometimes we want our end destination so much, we forget about the work we're already doing and patting ourselves on the back for that. The third card is going to be what you'll feel when this shifts or when you'll have a breakthrough. So not necessarily timing, but a feeling you'll have, an experience you'll have when things are moving and panning into this for you. The fourth card is going to be what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for right now, because I love you so much and your efforts are always enough. And then our fifth part is going to be oracle cards and charms. Remember that there's no timeline attached to this, and I love you so much, diva, and hugs and kisses from me. I will show you your piles, and then we will get into things. So this first pile, I crocheted little butterflies because I was like, this is a reading about like something like unfolding, right? Let me be cutesy and like crochet some little butterflies and give them to the pile. So go off of the butterfly, go off of the deck, whatever is drawing you to any of them is right. Okay, whatever one feels like a yes. No overthinking it, even if you just have like a favorite shade of pink. But this first one here is going to be with this piece of rose quartz, like freeform I have, and this little pastel pink butterfly, and my Spanish tarot deck. In the middle, we are going to have this piece of sunset labradorite. I loved it because it was pink. I'm not a blue-green girly. And this hot pink butterfly, and my Melody tarot. And then our third pile here is going to be my little unicorn stone heart. And this really pretty multicolored cream and pink butterfly. But slow down, see what everyone feels like a yes. I love you so, so very much. I will always use all pink ducks and pink crystals, so this feels like a safe space and home and a place where you can get love. But with that, I am going to get into pile 1. I love you so, 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 so very much. Remember, everything is bookmarked so you can find your pile. I love you. Let's get into it. Hello, pile 1 divas! I love you so, 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 so very much. If this pile felt like a yes with like the pastel pink butterfly and everything, you are in the right place. First, I want to say hi and tell you I love you so, so very much. And just for my guidance, so I remember ADHD brain, I am going to open this up and let us help it guide your card spread, right? But this reading is meant to be gentle, and I know sometimes we have wants and big, big dreams. This is meant to remind you that you are doing all you need to be doing right now, and your wants are going to unfold at their own pace when they're meant to happen. But you have chosen my little Spanish tarot deck, so I'm going to take your little butterfly I crocheted and put this all right there. And we are going to get into your energy check. And what this is going to be is just the goal or the thing you are waiting to unfold in your life. So let's start with that first card and get to know each other. Okay, this one wants to come out, I think. Oh, the Queen of Cups. So this is about you. So you may be somebody aspiring towards family or meeting a partner or children or something. Especially with the Two of Pentacles here. It's about an adjustment and a role you want to bring into your life, especially with the Nine of Cups on the top here. What else am I getting? You would like to lead, and to lead with love. You would like to lead, I think. Lead a family unit. I think people and how you connect with others has always brought you more fulfillment than a job or being a career girly or career guy. Even if you are a guy or a masculine person or a non-conforming person, if you are choosing this pile, you may be somebody who's always wanted to organize and nurture and bring people together, if that resonates. But I feel like maybe you have some issues going on in your life that you think would stop you from being worthy or stop you from being able to make this dream happen, and that's just not true. Whether that be you haven't met somebody yet or anything like that, but I do think you need to have better boundaries perhaps with the way you talk to yourself. Because if this is something you've always wanted, I promise it's something you can have. And the Queen of Cups is not the card that would come out if you were not suitable for being a good partner, being a good parent, or anything. I promise everything that makes you think you're unlovable does not make you unlovable. It just means you're you. I love you so very much. I'm also going to go into your next card if this resonated, but I will gather more along the way. But it definitely feels like you are somebody who maybe even teachers or like counselors or something. You want to take something on and you think you have to be this like squeaky clean, perfect, all your money in order, everything in your life in order to do this thing and be available for people to nurture and love them. And that's just not true. Everybody has issues, but what matters is the work you do and how you treat others, and that your heart is in something you do. And I feel like maybe because you don't have this thing yet is why you're like, I wish I had it. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, a lot of times I get more clarity on a card and I pick up on more once I have more available to me. So your second card, if this resonated, you were in the right place, is going to be all you're doing that helps and is already bringing you progress. I don't know why I'm thinking of Mrs. Puff, but somebody, like Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob, but I don't know why somebody feels like they would not be able to handle the stress. This could be for my for my neurospicy people who like want to be parents and they're like, I'm gonna be so overstimulated, or like I can be a little bit emotionally flat. I don't know if I can do this. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, I think you have truly nothing to worry about, because challenges are going to come up all the time for anybody and anything. Sometimes we just feel like we're going uphill. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, as for progress you're already making, that's helpful for you and like conducive towards you getting to this place, to this goal. With the Ten of Pentacles here is immediately what I picked up on, especially with the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, is you might be like such a self-help book, such a astrology personal growth podcast person, like Joe Rogan, but in like a healthy way, where you are like committed to being better, understanding yourself. This could mean therapy for some of you already in there. You are somebody that wants to be part of this because you have worked through your own wounds. And I think you are only remembering your issues and your struggles instead of everything you've overcome and how it makes you the perfect candidate for this thing. Okay? Because like if you've gone to therapy and figured out your like childhood stuff, you can showcase empathy and be kind if you ever have kids and they come to you with that stuff. You are educated and self-aware on your own things, which helps you to empathize and understand other people, their needs, their struggles. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I think you already do this. Like I said, I think you're like a self-help girly. Or self-help guy, whatever. I love girly pop, diva, and all these things here. So, I hope you like it. Lock in. If not, I don't know. But I just think, you even, I don't know. Somebody here, I'm looking at her with the red hair. Somebody here is going to be a MILF. Somebody is going to be a, like, counselor, CILF, you know, so somebody here is going to be really, really hot. You take care of yourself. I think to everybody else in the entire world, you look put together. But I feel as if you feel you're never put together, but you are put together with the Ten of Pentacles here. Because for the biggest Pentacles card to come out about like creating stability and everything, as for like the progress you're already making, I think you're ready, and maybe it's just a timing thing, or like having like a lack of a partner right now, or like not in a place with your partner where you feel like doing this, or like you're like finishing up school. This is a timing thing where like you are ready to take this on, whatever this goal is, and you just like you're waiting for like the perfect time like to take up that opportunity is what I'm feeling. Especially with this treasure chest here, with the Ten of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I really like this. Rose quartz is about you attracting all these things into, because I think you live from love and you live from the heart with this Queen of Cups coming up. Yes. Okay, your third card, so we have them all out eventually and I can just keep channeling, is going to be what you'll feel when this shifts, or like what feelings you'll have when there's about to be a breakthrough. So let me... Ace of Cups. So I definitely see somebody going out with friends or the people they care about and doing things like getting cake or getting dinner or like doing something really fun, especially with the devil down here, like indulgent and fun times. But I also feel some imposter syndrome here with the Five of Pentacles. Because the Five of Pentacles sometimes comes for me with this feeling of like, I'm here, but do I have all I need? I'm here, but do I belong here? Because this heart on fire makes me think of your passion and what it is you want to do. But you feel as if you can't reach it, and you can. Look how teeny tiny this ladder is. And all that stuff. So I think it's going to be fleeting with the Ace of Cups, that negative feeling here. But the Ace of Cups is just going to feel refreshing. And I think you're going to be happy you have the opportunities you're going to have, but sometimes we get a dream come true and it's felt like it's detached from us for so long because we've had to work for it for so long. We're just like, I have this thing. I have this thing. I have this thing. What am I doing? I have this thing. Oh, this is nice, but this is overwhelming. What do I do with this? It's like somebody randomly on the street stopping you and handing you like a real Cartier ring or something, or somebody giving you a really generous gift. You're like, this is too nice. You shouldn't have spent all this money. Sorry I didn't get you anything. All that stuff. Feeling underqualified. But, like, you have the qualifications with the Ace of Cups here because you will be receiving some sort of opportunity that you've worked for, that you've earned. So... what's in the middle here? Eight of Wands. I also think this could be relatively soon, especially with how far you've come with this progress and things of the such. But I hope that's not anything that turns your nervous system into like freaking out. Doesn't mean it'll be tomorrow, but it means it's coming. And with the Ace of Cups here, that the aces are usually quick too because it talks about an opportunity coming our way. An ace is always a beginning, or always like renewed passion for something. And I do feel like if your day-to-day has become monotonous waiting on this thing and you feel ready for the next phase of something, this is going to like reignite your passion. You know, it might make your relationship fun again, or like you may feel like going out and seeing friends, but it's going to reignite something in you, because of the new opportunity, because you're achieving a goal and a milestone that's part of something you've wanted in your life for a really long time. It's going to feel refreshing. I almost see, I'm thinking of like the dam in Frozen, breaking the dam in Frozen 2. But I see water just like washing over like this really dry river. And things like that. So I think you've always wanted this thing, but it felt like detached from you and like out of reach, and it never has been. But you're going to be so excited about it again and not hold any negativity with it because you're going to be making progress forward here with the Ace of Cups. I also think it's cool, confirmation, that this is the Ace of Cups and it's corresponding here with the Queen of Cups. I will say this really does feel like it's a career path, or being a mother, or healthcare, or working in hospice or social work, because I think you are doing something from the heart here that helps other people, even if it's like being a new parent. all that stuff. But what was the fourth card? Oh, what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for. Because listen, even if you haven't done this yet and achieved and gotten everything you wanted, you have made choices to make room in your life. You have made sacrifices to make room in your life for this thing you want. So let's see. Oh, the Three of Cups. Cups again! So I feel like maybe you have even said goodbye to, there was somebody with friends who wanted to travel or friends who wanted to continue living together after a phase in your life ended. And you decided to take leave from this and find people more aligned with you, or move into a culture where like healthy decisions are more supported and common. Rather than stay in a space that wasn't going to be fruitful for bringing you this stuff. I also think there's something here maybe about somebody, if this is a job or a career, there's something here about how somebody wanted security or to garner experience under their belt for this thing, and probably really swallowed their pride and worked with people for experience they didn't like for a while that hurt you or didn't make you feel so great, but it didn't stomp your passion out for this thing. I'm paying attention to the burning heart here, and that we had that Five of Pentacles before. I'm looking through it. I probably won't find it. No, but I definitely think you have persevered or left behind some sort of situation so that it could move you towards this thing, whether it be building security so you can bring in a family, or leaving a toxic relationship so you could find somebody who would be a better partner. But there was some sort of sacrifice made here and some sort of shift in the community you spend time in that was more conducive to the things you want in your future. And it doesn't feel boring to me. It just feels like you were like, well, I have nothing in common with these people, and they're almost making me feel pressured to stay here. And I just don't gain as much from this as other people do. But I know what it is that I want. And I'm going to make the choices to get there, which is really, really cool. Okay? And with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, I do think if you've had any sort of loss of community, that is coming back in. And you can also make it for yourself. I will say, anybody who shows up as the Queen of Cups tends to be pleasant and kind and funny and pretty, and really, really cool and empathetic and able to relate and connect with anybody, which is really, really cool. But I do think you had the foresight with this third eye here to be like, hey, like, this is not the space I want to be in, because what I want next for my life is just really, really different than what these people want next for their lives. So I'm going to see myself out, because I think you really, really want this. And I think sometimes, years ago when I was reading on Twitter, there was somebody who came to me who was reading, and like, she could have just been crazy, but apparently she was born like kind of like knowing like what she wanted to do. And then by the time I met her, she was 23 and she had like built like a spiritual career. So she was like, I knew like I wanted to be a spiritual teacher when I was like 5 or 6, because I went to a thing and I thought it was so cool. And I've also always had this crazy face card. And I don't want to make her sound narcissistic because she wasn't. I saw a picture of her. She really did have a a crazy face card. And she was like, a lot of people don't like me because I've always known what it is and what I want to do. And things like that. And I told her, like, people throw rocks at things that shine because a lot of people, like, don't figure out their things in that time. And a lot of times it just hurts somebody's ego, like, to not know what's up. I think you are one of those people who's always known your identity and, like, what you want to spend your time doing. And it's fine to be driven there because I don't think you're boring by any means. I think you have a lot of lived experience. And you just were able to make these shifts to figure out what it is you want because you're so cool and so deserving and inherently worthy of all the things you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. But here, let me line them up this way. I will say there are lots of cups here. So I really do see community, connection, all those things coming into your lives because water is about our creativity and like dreams that are really, really close to our heart and things we really, 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 really want. But it's also connection because it talks about emotions, and we are these really cool mammals with like these super cool advanced like emotional processing systems in our brains, and that's how we process love and we give it. And I think you are so, so beautiful just for loving love and how much of it you have in your heart. I think you are so cool. Somebody also wants to know, somebody has doubts around moving away from a certain community, and I feel it. I feel it from when this is uploaded. I feel it. So I'm talking to you. If you're like, okay, but I chose something different, does that mean I can't relate to them anymore? Does that mean I can't do this? Does that mean we have no ground to stand on? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love you so, so, so very much. For context, I am 26, almost 27 at the time of uploading this. I might be like 30 when you find this. I have no idea. But my two gal pals, my two best friends, are 35 and 29. One of them, the older one, has 2 little crotch goblins, and my other best friend has 1 baby she had at the beginning of the year. So clearly, I have a big difference from these people. I am single. I have not dated anybody in 5 years, 6 in May. And I have no desire for kids. I never want them. I've always mentioned maybe adopting a kid, but not till my 40s when I've lived a full life and I have my thing. That's just how I would like to live my life. My point is, I still have things to relate to these women on that I'm friends with. Okay? So as long as you have room and you still share parts of your identity and you still feel emotionally safe and you still connect and somebody still respects you and loves you and you relate, and connect and can have real conversations and hang out and there's emotional safety with each other, you can be friends with anybody. Because I met these people when they were on different paths of life than myself. So that whole time, our friendship has persisted and nothing has changed. You can absolutely hang on to your friends, whether they are single and 5 years younger than you, or they are your age and have kids just the same as you, or work a really demanding job just the same as you. What matters is making time for people and having mutual respect wherever you can, and loyalty. That is what makes or breaks community and friendship. I love you so, 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 so very much, and you don't have to worry about any of that. You are loved here with the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Very, very loved. I am going to get into your oracle cards next. Here I have my little self-love fairy deck, and I also have my Love Island Time Wellness Oracle deck. So I will pull from these first just because they're fun and they're also pink. I will always use all pink decks here. I want you to feel like you are hanging out with Aphrodite or a big sister or Elle Woods. I love you so, so, so very much. Let's see what we can get for you. But these are very fun. The art is cute. The cards are all pink. I love you. And remember, you absolutely don't have to fix anything. This is unfolding on its own time. This will open it up in its own time. And you will be ready to make these adjustments, whatever ones you have to make, when they come up and when they come forward. Have faith in your future self. Believe in her. Believe in him. Believe in them. So we have kicking it, in control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to score, team player, and accomplishing a goal. See, look, you're doing it. And a challenge here, a more challenging card is Puppet Master. But the way I'm reading this is actually gently asking yourself to slow down. I want to tell you that it's okay if right now is not the perfect time. It's okay if you are not with the perfect person. It's okay if this is not happening for you yet. And it's also okay to do it alone. But here with Puppet Master, pulling your strings, narcissist, manipulation, control, assert yourself, addictive relationship, that actually reads as none of this to me. It actually just reads to me as you feeling like you need to have this thing now. And you are not ahead if you need to have this thing now. For example, I know that society, say you are somebody here wanting to get pregnant who isn't yet. But apply this to your situation wherever you need to, if this resonates, however it fits. You know, like if I mention this and I bring up a specific anxiety, this is talking about that and maybe gently asking you to acknowledge it too. But I know that within society, scientists have always told us 30 or like early 30s are the last time you can have kids. And I have to tell you, it's a lie. It's a lie. Because I know of women who have had healthy babies, into their early 40s. And I haven't heard of much after that, but I have heard of women in their early 40s delivering perfectly healthy babies. I don't know who needs to hear that. And I do know it may not fix you wanting this thing right now, but I do hope it takes a little bit of a burden off of you. Because with kicking in here, I think you really care about doing this right and doing it in a way where you do not sacrifice your needs. And you can really, truly, honestly take care of yourself well during whatever times of change come with this job or whatever this is. I also feel somebody feeling very competitive over whatever this want is, if it's a job or maybe beating somebody to being in a relationship or having a baby, beating somebody in your life to it. I want to tell you, these are not things you have to rush, Diva, especially when it's an emotional experience and a full circle moment for you. It's a personal experience, right? It's about you and how things make you feel, and what feels good for you. With rose quartz here, I think this is a very personal journey, and I think you know it. But one thing about both of these women on the cards is that they are staying in their own lane. I feel like this Puppet Master is something, a thought pattern or a behavior or anxiety, you need to tune out, and this kicking it energy is where you need to be. So in control, talented, driven, kicking bad habits, trying to score, team player, accomplishing a goal. So this is about you saying, hey, I'm going to take practical steps towards this. I will leave this situation to find a partner who does want kids, or I will leave this situation to go through pregnancy myself alongside some amazing friends I have. But there's a need here to focus on your own lane so you can really absorb this experience and enjoy it and let it hold core memories for you. There's a real need here to make this about you again, because it is for you. You want it because it is for you, and it makes you happy. That's why you want it. So you need to make sure it stays about you, not about beating somebody to the punch or worrying or staying in a situation for somebody who says they're ready but keeps on letting you down. This needs to be about you. It's a personal goal here with the Queen of Cups. It's a personal goal. It's for you, and it's for your emotional fulfillment. So you just need to recenter, I think, the way you talk to yourself about this thing. I also am going to pull you one of my little self-love fairy cards. Ooh. These are kind of big for my hands. I have very long, bony fingers. Let me see. The fairy dragon has blessed you with good fortune. I always take this card as confirmation. You will have whatever you want with this reading. Whatever this dream or goal is I was picking up on, you will have it. This is very direct. This is very straight to the point. This is confirmation. This is a yes. The fairy dragon has blessed you with good fortune. This is confirmation. This is a yes, and you are being guided to what's meant for you. I love you so very much. That's like as direct as this one gets, okay? So basically, stay in your lane. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay the course. Stay the course, because you're already doing great with this Ten of Pentacles here. Stay the course. Make any decisions and shifts you need to make to prioritize this and keep the magic in it for you. Never sacrifice so much that you feel like you have to give this up, because I do think it's part of your soul's journey here with the Queen of Cups. And this is something you want, something you deserve, something you should have. Okay? But with that, one of those amazing friends I was talking about actually made this for me. If she's watching it, because I am definitely going to send it to her. Girl, I love you. But this is what I am going to be casting your charms into. And basically, if you have never been with me, because I know like this is like a niche thing. Not every psychic I know does this. And I'm not cool or quirky or anything like that. But it's not every psychic I know does this. It's not like runes or anything. But basically, I have these little charms. And all we're going to do is go in here. Or I guess toss them into here now. And see how they land on each other and where they go. And off of interpretations and meanings I assign to these charms, I'm going to give you a little extra message. Okay? Ooh, this is interesting. This is a charm that came off of a necklace I got maybe 12 years ago, but I'm a Cancer and it has the constellations symbol on it, and it kind of landed face down next to this butterfly. So I do think you are somebody who maybe thinks you have to be perfect. And we went over this, Diva. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you and live with love. We went over this, diva. Come on. Onto this butterfly. Because I think you have this massive, massive goal of nurturing something, being there for something, having some sort of baby bird in a life, whether you are a school counselor and you are helping kids or you are making a baby, you have this need to like treat somebody like a baby bird and nurse it back to health is the best analogy I'm getting here. And with this butterfly, you're like, well, like, I want to do it. And let me be clear. I don't think this is something that's holding you back from like getting this goal. Like, I think you're making money moves and like doing your thing and you're going to get there. Like, you're going to get there. I just think this is like a thorn in your side and a thought pattern that upsets you that you have sometimes. Okay? So with a ruler here separated away from this, I think this is talking about some fears you have around you not being perfect or you not being totally healed, and not knowing if you should have this thing. I'm actually going to tell you, I think you may actually heal some wounds or unhappy experiences or like just like some really dark times or things you picked up by nurturing and being the light for other people. I think it's going to heal you on a grand scale, just because I think it's something that's meant for you. This makes me think of a metamorphosis. So like I said, whatever this is for you, motherhood or being a teacher or like helping kids in like underprivileged places, this is something that's part of your soul's path, because this also makes me think of metamorphosis and change and growing as people. Not only are you, and like the butterfly effect, so not only are you going to impact the lives of people positively and make the world better, either by raising a really, really good and decent and kind kid, or saving somebody from falling through the cracks, or being a supportive partner, whatever this is for you, whatever I'm picking up on, however this resonates, whatever situation this resonates with in your life, you are going to heal something and you are going to make the world better, okay? Or the people you work with are going to help you be better. But you are going to heal this. Like this, oh, I don't know if I'm right for this. You're going to find it's going to help you regulate and it's going to help you heal, just because you're going to see positive ripples in the world from what it is you do, okay? So, like, that is something you can release here with the handcuffs too, I think. And I do think it really does translate into like negative self-talk, the way you speak about yourself. I also am picking up on anxiety, or you being scared of somebody. If you are a mother, or if you are a partner, I think you fear somebody you're raising, or kids you help in a space where you're working at or will eventually struggling, or like you fear like seeing people going through patterns you have struggled through. You are going to be able to help at least one, and I think it's going to be impactful. It might be with a kid, it might be with one person you meet, but at some point in your career, or at some point in your experience being a mother, or at some point in this experience of whatever this is, you are going to find somebody going through the same harrowing experience you have been through in your life, and you are going to make them feel understood in a way you never had. With these handcuffs here being restrictive and putting a burden on you, you are going to heal somebody with an experience because of your guidance. And I don't even think it's going to be because you're pushy or you're like, well, this is what I did. This is what I did. All this person is going to need when you come across them. And it might be when your kid is 19. It might be your first week on the job, but eventually somebody is going to come along, with an experience you had. And what's going to make the difference in their life and how they cope with it and how it will be easier for them is literally, I feel, just you opening up your mouth and saying, I've been through that too. Like, that's happened to me. Just because I think what was the worst for you was loneliness. And because this person won't be lonely, they will not struggle the way you did. And you are going to pull somebody out of the cracks just by speaking up and saying, hey, this happened to me too. And it doesn't have to, you don't have to give advice. You don't have to do anything. Just somebody knowing that they are seen and they exist and they are in a space with somebody who understands them is going to turn somebody's life around. So that is incredibly beautiful. I feel like this just like got into the nitty gritty. I will say, something that's being reaffirmed here is healing your own self-image, by doing whatever you're doing, helping whatever you're helping with, because this very often, because it's locked and because it has the wings and because it seems like a very personal charm, has always made me think of self-worth and our relationship with ourselves. Diva, you are going to do this. Just so I can end this on a lighthearted, loving note, I also am going to pull you a self-care card, and these are fun. There's like soak in a bath and positive affirmations, but I am going to pull you 2 of these cards because I really, really hope you felt loved, safe, held, and validated here. And I hope you know this is always like a pink, safe place to land. But I want to give you a little bit of homework, and homework that's good for you and fun. So let's see. You are a beautiful, 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 beautiful diva, though, just through these cards. Oh, look, make an altar. And by the way, this can literally mean just decorating your space, your desk, if you're a teacher, your room, or cleaning up your space, and making it fun, and like lighting some incense and lighting some candles and like having fun. But it means, for me, if not making a literal altar, maybe you're somebody who wants to do that, and girl, do it. I'm just simplifying it. I have one with all my crystals on my shelf in my room. But an altar is really just your space. So like, say you're a teacher, it's your desk. Say you are a normal person and you love having pieces and objects you love around you, it's your room. It's your bathroom and organizing all your perfumes. Whatever it is, take some time out and make sure you love being in your space. And if not, light some incense and clean. Put on some music, have fun, whatever it is. But make an altar is really just making sure you have a space in your life that feels like you and is for you. And if you need to decorate a thing, go anywhere and pick up decorations. Or I crochet and one of you may craft. Make something for your own space, whatever it is. But this is beautiful. Feel free to screenshot. Oh, here. Feel free to screenshot this if you want to. Okay. And then one more. Some of these are upside down, but I never take them reverse. And I swear I fixed it the other day. I can't figure out why they're upside down. And then we have spend time with friends. See, look, I told you, you can still connect with anybody. Come on, Diva, get up. I love you so much. Come on, Diva, get up. Look how fun it is. They're reading Oracle. They're painting. They're eating little treats. They're writing. They're reading. all that stuff. And you don't have to do anything. It can be girl talk and a night out. Like if you want to feel hot and like put on like your favorite clothes. But girl, do your thing. Remember, true friends love you. No matter where you are at body-wise, no matter what you are doing in your career, true friends love you because you are you. Okay? And what did I say about friends? Tell me. Tell me. What did I say about friends, Miss Diva? I said that as long as there's mutual respect and you enjoy each other's company and you can find anything to relate on, that's a friend. Okay? And friends are not temporary, baby. Platonic love can just as much be true love as your man or your girl or your envy. True love exists in all forms. And I love you, so I would know. But with that, I love you so, so, so very much. Oh, here, screenshot if you like, because I love you. Soleil, this is one of my favorites, actually, because they're all girly pop and they're hanging out. I am all sniffly. So before I go and film the next pile, I love you so much. But I hope you know I love you. I affirm you here, always without judgment. I think you're so cool and beautiful. You will get everything you want, and it is going to happen, and you are already doing the work to get there. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Subscribe to me if you want to hang around with me. Everything is always pink and girly pop and self-love here on my corner of the internet. I love you so, so, so very much. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Courtney. I love you. I hope this felt like a safe place to land. I love you. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. I love you so, so very much. You are in the right place. If you have chosen this Labradorite with the like sunsetty flash, the My Melody Tarot, and this cute little hot pink butterfly I have crocheted for you. I thought they would be so, so fun to make and put together just because clearly I crochet. This is all me. And also I thought, like, if this is a reading about what goal you have, a positive thing you want in your life that's unfolding, I thought it made sense because butterflies go through a metamorphosis, right? Yeah, slay. And this is a new tarot deck. So if you are here, you are in the right place. I am going to put your little Labradorite and your little butterfly right there. And then one more time. Well, first, of course, we'll start with the energy check. And I do have some very self-love related readings, but I don't want you trying to make any problems in your life that don't exist to try and fit a reading. So that's where this energy check is going to be super helpful. It's actually going to be a card on what it is you're trying to manifest, what you're working on, that is going to unfold on its own in your life. But I have my little Barbie notebook here. That is the first card. So what wants to unfold at its own pace, your dream / goal, the little energy check. So if whatever I am about to tell you resonates, this reading is most likely for you. This is actually new. I got it off of Temu and everything, but we are going to settle in so we can get to know each other. I am so happy you found my little pink corner of the internet, and I hope you feel acknowledged and loved and seen and safe here with me today. I hope you can take out some time for you and just relax. But of course, first card I pull for you is going to be the energy check and what you're trying to bring in. What is unfolding, essentially. Okay, I'll take this one. Oh, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I really think for you, you are just revamping your life. And I do think if you are somebody who has struggled to figure out exactly 100% what it is they want to do in their life, if you kind of fill in the blanks as you go, with the Four of Swords on the bottom here and the Knight of Pentacles, but you are driven and know where you want to get to regardless. I think we are so pressured, and I think it's hustle culture, and I also think it's just very, very outdated 1950s ideals that you need to know exactly where your life is going. The Page of Pentacles for me is about following a passion, and I think within the last couple years, the last couple months, but I feel like it's sort of short term, you have found what it is you're passionate about and what you feel like gives your life meaning and what makes sense to you and what feels organic and something you're really, 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 really talented at and something that is going to provide you security. And I think you found it here with the Page of Pentacles. I think you were just, it's like playing the field looking for a partner, but I think for you, you were playing the field, trying different things, trying to figure out what was going to make you happy long term. But I do think you are in a time in your life where you are choosing your passions and following them. I think your life right now is, maybe you are not emotionally unavailable, but not as present and easy to reach for the people in your life as you usually have been, because Page of Pentacles for me is like so totally main character energy, diva, so totally. And it can be a little bit lonely here with the Four of Swords. I definitely think you may be feeling exhaustion in your body. But I do think it's very significant you chose the Labradorite, because Labradorite inspires us to dream and find our strength and live our lives with intention, which makes a whole lot of sense for me here for you. And hot pink is bold. Think Barbie, think Elle Woods, think Sharpay. Hot pink is movement forward, and all those things. Let me see what's on the top of the deck here. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely moving towards something. Remember that even if you cannot see your future completely now, because I do feel like the path you've chosen comes with surprises along the way, because you have complete autonomy over whatever your passion is. So things are going to come at a pace that's comfortable for you. Changes. But I do think soon you are going to start to see more consistency, and I do think you are going to notice things begin to speed up, workload wise and financially and things like that, because I think you are going to begin to see an unprecedented success, at least unprecedented in like anything you've ever experienced personally. But I do want to get more information. If this sounds anything like you though, I will say something that can be really significant here is earth placements. And you absolutely don't have to have them. It just may be a signifier that this is for you and a reminder that this is for you if you are identifying with this. And that would be any big Taurus placements, any big, I'm also picking up on Libra, any big Capricorn placements and any big Virgo placements. But that is what we have there. I'll probably gather more from it the more cards I pull. I do think right now it's okay if you want your solitude a little bit, or at least to not be around people. It's okay, like, to not want to be alone, but you don't have to tell people everything. And it's okay if you're a little bit daisy and, like, up in your head and excited about all these moves forward. When you see people and you're with the people you love, it's okay to be excited, is what somebody needs to hear. It's okay to take pride in your accomplishments and be excited about the way something's going. But as for your second card, it's going to be all you're doing that helps and or is bringing you progress. Okay, so this is going to be, because sometimes we are so invested on getting to our destination, we forget to thank ourselves. And this place is about self-love. This place is about you taking time for you, okay? I love you. But I want to push you here a little bit to slow down and be kind to yourself. And we are going to look into what you're already doing that's conducive, that is helping this unfold for you. Because I think you're being very, very proactive with this Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You want something, you want it bad, and you are chasing it. But this card is going to be all you're doing that helps you and or is bringing you progress. I don't want to take these yet because there's like 3 falling out. I love to shuffle these on camera. I tried like doing like set piles last week when I was filming, and I was like, I'm not into it. I channel so much more if I am just doing this. Look at that, another page. So with the Page of Cups here, the World on the bottom, and the 10 of Cups, I think you are deciding the greatest thing that's helping you right now is distinguishing yourself from others. Okay? And I also think staying in your lane is something that is so helpful for you with the world here, especially if this is a personal thing you are looking to find achievement and fulfillment out of. I know that sometimes if we are part of something competitive, it can be hard not to compare, and it can be hard not to, it can be hard, even if we know that there's room for us, it can be hard to remember that there's room for a lot of people to have success. I think something you are doing that you don't need to worry about, that is already helping bring you progress here, is your authenticity here. And that can be around your aesthetic. That can be in figuring out your style in something. That can be making up your own rules. That might be what this is here with the Page of Cups. You paying more attention to your needs and figuring out a system that works for you so you can come forward and what you offer can be impactful and fruitful and make sense to people, because you are coming from a place of taking good care of yourself and having room in your life for this thing. You have balance in your life. And because of that, you can really deliver quality and really show up as your authentic self and be more detail oriented. I am going to bring up, because I feel like I should, one thing my mom has always said to me, because I crochet. When I was learning how to crochet a couple years ago, I really upset myself because I'd only been doing it for like 2 or 3 months, and I was like, I want to make garments. I want to make this super elaborate crop top with like mermaid shells for the cups. I don't care if I've only been doing this for 2 months. And I would cry and get stressed out because I would rush it. And I was rushing the process because I had only been doing it for 2 months. But one thing she taught me was to go fast, you need to go slow. So, that is one thing she's taught me here, and I think you're learning to do that. You are experimenting, and I think with the Page of Cups, you have found a system that works for you. it works for you. It's built for you. And with the Page of Cups, because the page isn't a knight or anything, with the Page of Cups, I think this has been really important for you. Not because you are less evolved or not, and not because you're not further along the path, but the pages to me in the tarot talk a lot about like our foundation and figuring out why we do things. And I think you come at whatever you are trying to achieve, whatever project you're working on, from a very pure place of making sure you're doing what you want, but you've had to learn not to deplete yourself, is something I'm feeling. And with the pages here, you are creating a system that works entirely for you, which is absolutely beautiful. And you have 2 pages here. So I think no matter how long you've been doing this, you've never stopped loving the thing. That you've never stopped loving the thing it is that you do. This is not going anywhere, especially with the world. I know you were slow to settle on like what you want to spend your life doing, but I think because of all that patience, you have found it with the world here. I think this is something you'll love all your life. I think this is something you can absolutely keep growing something from if you'd like to. This is beautiful. I definitely think somebody's aesthetic with this cute little bow on her ears sets them apart from people, or if not set them apart, because I know that can be kind of superficial, draws people in to you, draws people into your energy, draws people into your business, draws people into your life. But with the 3rd card, because this is something that's unfolding, I think because this feels like a journey you're still on and not just one decision you're making, the next card is what you'll feel when this shifts or when you'll have a breakthrough. So, let's pull a card for what you'll feel when you're about to have your next breakthrough. Regarding this project, this thing. Whatever this beautiful thing is you are pouring so much of your heart and love into. Because I think it gives something back to you with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles here. This is fulfilling for you. But what will pile 2 divas feel when they are about to hit a breakthrough in this? Okay. So the 5 of Pentacles. So this can be a heavier energy. So I do want to look at the bottom. We have Judgment and the Knight of Wands. So I think your persistence is going to be your superpower here. And this next breakthrough is going to come when you are tired. This breakthrough is going to come when you are tired. I do want to pull a clarifier. Okay, so the 9 of Wands. This next breakthrough along this journey is going to come when you're tired. And I think you may get I think this may come into your awareness. This breakthrough may come into your awareness when you make a certain friend and you open up to them about what's going on. Because I think you maybe don't have many friends who also practice this passion and are part of this path you're on. I'm sure you have friends who love and adore you. I don't know if you have friends who are living a similar life experience as you. And sometimes people cannot give you the advice you need or the foresight you need if they don't completely understand like a system you were working inside of. I think you have felt unsettled or burnt out by certain things you don't understand. And so I think you pretty soon, I would love with the Nine of Wands, I think this could be pretty soon, this sort of communication. But I do have the Two of Cups on the bottom here. I think pretty soon you are going to meet somebody who you are going to tell about all of this, that is trustworthy, kind, really cool, not patronizing or belittling, who will probably want to, I don't want to say take care of you, because that's patronizing too, but somebody who can see a reflection of themselves in you, and genuinely wants to support, because I'm in this energy of this person. It's warm and it's kind. And it's somebody who almost is going to hate hearing that you have suffered or struggled and be like, wait, I know about this. I have knowledge I can transfer that will help. I really like this person. I don't want them struggling unnecessarily. This is what I can say. This is what I can do to help. I see myself in this person. I want to extend help. So it's somebody wanting to extend help simply out of the kindness of their heart because they resonate with you. But I think when all of this comes into your awareness, there will be a person who overhears a conversation you're having with somebody and inquires for more so they can make you feel supported. Think of somebody hearing you like complain about a breakup and them having a similar ex and hearing that and going, oh my God, like I know like exactly what's happening with her. I know what she's going through. And coming to you and being like, hey, did I hear that right? Like, did that happen? Like somebody who really genuinely wants to help you and cares about you. And things like that. A girl's girl, somebody really cool. Girl's girl type friend, person, whether it be a man, a woman, a non-binary human. Gender does not matter here. I just love girly pop, diva. I love those things. But that is the kind of energy here. Somebody who's older than you and maybe more experienced in this thing, whatever walk of life you are on right now, but never in a patronizing way. This person is too cool for that. But I definitely think they will deliver you some clarity and you'll be like, huh, so it doesn't have to be this way? And they'll be like, yeah. Or just like offer you a new perspective or even give you an opportunity that might be more sustainable for you in the long run than whatever you're doing now. Okay? So this is a beautiful energy because connection does teach us to rise and empower us and make us feel beautiful. And I want you to have the best of whatever experience you're having. And I think this person's advice may help you move forward as far as your next breakthrough goes. 1, 2, 3. And for your last tarot card, we are going to look into what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for now. So if we get a positive card for this, I'm really just going to tell you to stay the course. But the fourth card is going to be what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for. Just because, Diva, if you have the dream and you're working on it, you are already doing all you need to do. Taking one little step a day towards a goal is all you need to do. Okay? I love you so very much. I do love all the bows on here. But for your fourth card, for my beautiful pile 2 divas, what is pile 2 doing right now, and what should they thank themselves for? We have the 10 of Wands. So your efforts and your refusal to give up on yourself, because I think maybe with this Page of Pentacles, maybe there was an energy of indecision. Oh, here, with the Four of Cups and the Hanged Man for the top and bottom deck energy. I think you used to have a tendency to give up on yourself, pile 2 divas. And I'm sorry, I don't know what gave you such low self-esteem in the past. I do feel like you've worked through it, but I want you to know that your past experiences, whatever made you feel like you could not get what you wanted off the ground, you have persevered and worked through. And I am so, so proud of you. This ribbon, the wands tied up with a ribbon, is definitely making me think of ending a cycle. And I did see the World card before. So I definitely think you've ended a cycle just by believing in your dreams. And I know that sounds like so Disney princess, but I feel that is the vibe here anyway. And I also, I also feel like you need to hear it. Okay, that is something to pat yourself on the back for. You are having grit and saying, no, I deserve this for myself. I want this and I want it bad. And if this person on the internet that I see has it, so can I, because they started in the same place. I don't know what changed for you, but I don't think it matters. I think what matters is now you are not giving up on yourself. And I think you're healing something inside of yourself because of it. I'm looking at all of these castles and these buildings back here. If you ever worry you won't have it, you will. Because to me, I'm almost thinking of Miss My Melody being at home here, her own place, carrying these wands around outside and going back into her own space. You really, 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 really are already building something, pile 2 divas. Truly, honestly, you are building something. You are. I am so proud of you. Look at you. Like jumping through every hoop and being successful for everything you want. You are jumping through every hoop and doing everything and not giving up on yourself. And the reason you are getting these positive results back, because they might be slower than you want them to be, but they'll speed up someday. Your efforts are paying off, okay? Your efforts are paying off. 6 of Cups. I also think you're healing an inner child. I also think you're healing your inner child, or maybe whatever this project, career, whatever's going on is off of an interest you had when you were little. But either way, I think your younger self would think you're very, very cool. And I feel like sometimes we need to hear that. I love you so, so much. Okay, Diva, can I pull some oracle cards for you? Because I love you. I will say, this is a beautifully balanced pile. It doesn't seem like you are a workaholic or driving yourself crazy. I think everything you're doing is totally in alignment with you, even when it feels like it's uphill. But I do think you are reaping some benefits from it with the 5 of Pentacles, because the 5 of Pentacles can be trying to figure out what we're doing next, but it's Pentacles nonetheless. So it's security, and security is still coming in. It's just not where we want it to be yet. It's a build. It's halfway to the 10 of Pentacles, which is really, really cool. I am going to pull you some of my beautiful Island Time Wellness Oracle cards. These are just fun, and they're actually love cards, but I do find they're very, very easy to apply to any reading. And I like using pink decks here because I want this to feel like coming home. I want it to feel safe. And to me, pink means love. Pink means nurturing and beauty and peace. So, let's see what we have for you. Friendship! True friends, solid friendship, authentic, would do anything for you, always there no matter what. What did I say about a new friendship coming soon? But also about the ones you have in your life already being magical. Remember, I was like, no, talk to your friends about your goals. Talk to them about what you're excited about. And remember, it's okay if most of your mental energy for you right now is for you. I definitely think with these 10 of Wands, I think whatever you're working on is like very, 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 very fulfilling for you. But I also think it would do you well to maybe like have like a dinner date with the girls, or like your friends, whoever you're friends with, go to the beach, have some outdoor time, go to the club if that's what you like, do your thing. But I definitely think friendship, if it's coming out, is a huge theme in your life right now. Community is going to become very important again. I feel like you are somebody who loves your people here. This is definitely for some extroverts with this bright, bright pink. Because it makes me think again of like Elle Woods, Barbie, and Sharpay. And then for one more card, proposal. And this could be literal for somebody. But I also interpret this as maybe somebody getting into a different commitment, or just like it's okay for a project you have to move and shift and change as long as you are dedicated to it. But like I said, I did feel some quick changes and an increase in workload coming for somebody, or like an increase in success coming for somebody. So a proposal is also like a step up. And I think of that with the 10 of Wands too. I am going to look at your bottom of deck energy. And your top. Yes. That's really all I'm getting for that. But like I said, I think friendship is going to be important. Also, if you have any friends who are in business that maybe have similar needs to you, say you are a neurospicy girly, she, he, or they, and you are friends with somebody who also has like a high pressure thing in their life going on, with similar needs to you. Maybe they are also neurospicy. Reach out, ask them how they deal with it. Because I feel like you have like a very good internal compass, but it's okay to ask your friends for advice and ask them questions, especially if you are experiencing something similar that they do very, very often. Because I think you'll find somebody you feel like, maybe it's this person I picked up on before. But this proposal card and this friendship card also make me think of finding a mentor. That's what I'm thinking of. Because I was going to say finding somebody who can give you advice, but finding a mentor. But not so, like, clinical. Like, I really feel like this is going to be a friend. And maybe somebody who feels like an older sibling more than like a mentor, like a lot less clinical than that. This isn't somebody you're paying for by the hour. This is a friend who's coming in, who's going to be like a heaven send, that you can talk to about anything. But again, I feel like friendship of all kinds, friendship of any in your lives, is like important and gonna be fun and rewarding to maintain right now, but also change is coming with all of this, you know. But I think you're also going to find friends involved in what it is you're doing, and you're gonna have this like sweet little community because you're doing this thing, because you're living this passion. That's so fun. I love that. I am so excited for you. I can't even fake it. I'm so excited for you. Part of it is, this is also the pile I chose for myself. So we are in this experience together, you and me, because I love you so much. But I also am going to pull you one of my little fairy oracle cards. They're very pretty. They have little hearts and fairy wings. These are like mostly pink too, because I want you to feel at home and like you are in like the pastel part of Candyland anytime you come here, and I want you to know you're safe and feel nurtured in my little bubblegummy divine feminine corner of the internet. So here is this. Ooh, travel, movement, exploration. So this is about letting yourself feel hot, okay? I also think you are entering a time in your life where you are going to feel confident. Oh, definitely, I literally just heard it word for word in my head, glow up. So somebody here is growing out their hair, dyeing it fun colors, stuffing, I think like putting together outfits when you want to feel a certain way is going to start coming easier for you. All that stuff, but also maybe some spicy experiences, getting cracked, self-cracking, all that stuff. But something here is fun. I think you are in a very girly pop season of your life, regardless of gender, around just caring about getting your own needs met, doing what feels good, obviously working hard, because I also just heard hard work again, but also having so much fun. The work is fun too. And also literally a glow up. And like, it can literally be about travel, movement, and exploration. But I also, anytime I read on TikTok, anytime I use these cards for me, anytime I pull this specific one at all, I also just think of like hot girl energy. Because look how confident she is. We always feel hot and beautiful on a vacation when we've had a couple drinks and we're taking care of ourselves and we're in our nice clothes and our bikinis and everything, right? So like to me, this is also like hot girl energy card, but also it would be really fun to travel if you have the resources right now. If somebody needs a sign to do it, here it is. But I do love, I do love you always. These are beautiful cards. I will say there's lots of orange and yellow going on in these cards too. So you might find your lower chakras. If you are a chakra girly, if you're not, if not, you just may be feeling more creative, more confident, more assertive, and like you're just having more fun, and like your sense of humor is more there than it usually is. But it is a beautiful, beautiful time. I am going to, my friend made this for me, and I am going to cast my charms into it. So I am a charm caster, and all that means is I have a bowl of these fun little symbols. They're silver charms, and I cast them in here, and they give us an extra little message. So, if you have been sitting on any sort of decision, this is a yes. I'm also getting to say yes to more opportunities when people ask you to hang out or to tag along with them to something. Especially with the cell phone here, it makes me think of taking an offer. This is very short and blunt as far as the charms, because I kind of reached in and grabbed however many at the time. This time that pull wasn't too many. This ruler kind of makes me think of overthinking when you want to take opportunities sometimes. And like, it's okay to stay in and be a hermit and not want to do anything. But I will say, these charms here, especially with friendship, being a hot girl, the pages, having a lot of fun in your life right now, I think something that would make things even more fun, with a literal yes, is taking up any offers you are getting to hang out, to show up. If somebody even suggests you meeting them at a place and going clubbing with them, even if it's a new friend, include yourself in that space. Put yourself in that space. You never know where it will align you. And I do think you are in a good space for meeting new people right now. I do think you're having like a whole ton of character development. Like I said earlier, you are the main character right now, babe. But those charms are beautiful. As you can see, it's that yes charm, that little ruler, and the cell phone. So stop overthinking and leave your bubble a little bit. Sometimes your dreams are no fun if you keep them like all only for yourself and don't share. The world deserves to know. You never know who you can help or like where your impact is going to land until you open up and you let the world see you. But for a lighthearted note, the way we're going to end the reading is with my little self-care cards here, and they're fun. The last group got like to make an altar and spend time with friends, so like it's very like practical stuff. Think of it as homework, okay? Because I love you and I am so proud of you for carving out time for yourself and letting me make you feel good and tell you you're loved and make you feel loved, hopefully. But this is going to be a little extra homework. 2 things you can do for yourself to take care of yourself, pile 2 divas, because I love you so very much. We will look and see. I don't know how some of them are reversed. I swear I fixed it the other day. Read. Now, this could be literal, but it could also be audiobooks. Maybe you started an audiobook you never finished, or maybe you just like have like so many. I do know that for some people, sometimes even like rereading a favorite book is simple, and sometimes even reading fan fiction is fine. Okay? But reading is so good. It takes your mind off of any of your own problems for a little while and helps you fill in any gaps. And I found that when I read more when I was in high school, I just sometimes if I had an issue going on in my life, I would leave it, go read a book, come back and have more clarity. Sometimes we need that. Like reading is taking in information and processing, but it's also relaxing because you are hyper focused on something else. Does that make sense? I love you. This also makes me think of The Sims. Maybe somebody could also be playing The Sims, really likes that and doesn't always find time for it. But I am going to get one more. Build strength. So working out, movement, fun, dancing, all that stuff. And remember, it doesn't have to be grueling and terrible. I could not find, and then on the bottom we have sweet treat. But like I kickbox now, but prior I did art lessons growing up. I took painting lessons. I read books. I hated gym. I did not want to touch a basketball or a baseball. I did not find a workout I liked until my early 20s, and now I'm going into my late 20s. And I liked kickboxing because it's so fluid and organic and you don't have to do anything. I loved ballet when I was younger, so I kind of wanted to get back into it as an adult and like do like a beginner one. Especially if you get invited to any sort of thing that has to do with movement, take it up. I think you might like it. Like, I'm serious. Even if you're like, I don't do that. I'm serious. I think like if you get an offer for something, take it up. You might actually like it and be like, well, I'm glad I did this. I am feeling that very, very strongly. I also like that these are very, very like balanced. Like, you will be getting in like an intellectual stimulating kind of self-care and also a like physical bodied self-care. I feel like you are in a time of balance, being the main character and being that girl. And like, you can have friendships and prioritize yourself all at once. But you are magic. This Labradorite is so main character. I love you so, so very much. I hope you feel acknowledged, seen, cared for, and loved by me, because you are. I adore you, and you are capable of your dreams and more, and all the ones you are yet to have. I love you so, so, so very much. And if you like my little pink corner of the internet and you feel safe here, you can stay with me. Just subscribe. I love you so, so, so very much. And I hope this resonated. You can also screenshot your self-care cards if you want. I have a hand tremor. I'm not going to apologize because I can't do anything about it. I love you so, so, so very much, Pile 2 Divas. I have so much hope and belief in you. I love you always. Thank you for being here with me. Mwah, mwah. I love you. This is always a safe place to land. Thank you for being here, and goodbye. Hi, Gorgina Divas of Pile 3. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you have chosen my pink and gold Rider-Waite deck, this gorgeous unicorn stone heart, it's cool. This one is pink tourmaline, smoky quartz, clevelandite, and lepidolite, and it's just super sparkly and gorgeous. And also this like multicolor pink butterfly. This is for you. And you have good taste. Okay. So I am just going to put all of that right there for you. Hi! I love you. So I want you to calm down. Know that you are in a safe place. We use all pink decks here, so everything is gentle and girly and sweet. And you know that I love you, and I am in like full support of you and your dreams. So this reading, like the title says, is going to be what wants to unfold at its own pace. So a goal, whatever you've got going on, whatever you really, really care about right now in your life. But it has been pretty big, dramatic stuff. So we all always have a big goal about like a dream, about like where we want to get to, something we want long term for us. So I'm just hoping with this reading, I can remind you, you are doing enough, you're in a good spot, you are going to get there, and everything is okay. And to be gentle on yourself, because it's already yours if you want it. But the first card is going to be your dream goal, and it'll be sort of like an energy check. Because if you resonate with what I pull for that, and it's something you're wanting in your life, you'll know it's for you, right, Diva? It just makes sense. So, thank you again so much for being here. My name is Courtney, and for this first card, it will be the energy check. And kind of your goal and whatever it is you're working towards, the focus here, the thing that is unfolding that you wish was happening faster, but is coming for you anyway. I love you. Okay, so we have the chariots. Okay, so somebody here I am sensing just wants a better quality of life as far as, I don't know, there's somebody here wanting to break generational trauma, wanting to break a certain box they are existing in because they don't like the box. You're like, okay, this box is pretty terrible. I want something better for myself. I'm kind of tired of this and of seeing people around me like live in this system. I'm kind of bored. I think it's boring. This sucks. So you're like, I want better for myself, which is really cool. And I like this. It makes sense. I think you are detaching yourself from certain systems that don't work with the Lovers, the Empress, and the Three of Pentacles. And this one fell out for you too. I do think maybe if you were beating yourself up for being honest with people in your life who maybe have contributed to this cycle and you not feeling great about yourself, or maybe others are trying to tell you not to take that turn in your life just because it's uncharted territory for them. It's okay to honor where you come from. It's not okay to do a disservice to yourself and keep yourself from moving forward, because you are allowed to grow and change, okay? And if you feel a need, if you hear a little voice inside of you that's like, this is not the environment for us, we want better, listen to it, okay? You're a little cycle breaker. That's what the Chariot is telling me here. That's what the Page of Pentacles is telling me here. You are a little cycle breaker. I feel like you are wanting to leave some sort of system, leave somebody who upsets you, but you want change. And I love that for you personally. And I want to tell you that here, I'm not going to tell you not to make that change, and you are supported and loved here by me. So if you need to have girl talk with me and hear that you are in the right place and it's a good thing you're moving on, I'm here to do that for you. I love you so much. I hope you can get comfortable and chill and just hang out. Okay? There's no pointing fingers here. There's just girl talk and me giving you love. All right? But if that first part resonates, makes sense for you, and feels good, this is for you. I love you. I love you, Diva. But your second card, since we got to know each other, is going to be all you're doing that helps you already / or is bringing you progress. So like an effort you're already making that is moving you towards this goal. I hope that makes sense. I'll take this one. The Two of Cups. So I definitely think you are seeking out kind voices and people who are empowering to you. Maybe you don't have many of them. But I do think you have a really healthy friendship in your life that exists, or you have a really great professional who's helping you, who's in your corner, whether it be for mental health or something else. Somebody who like you go to without judgment, not because they make you feel like they know more than you, but because they empathize with you and they're in your corner. I don't know why I am channeling Aladdin and the genie, like when he's in the cave, the genie helping him out, and then them forming a friendship, and eventually Aladdin saving his last wish to set the genie free and everything. But I'm definitely, this is somebody who is a ride or die, and somebody who is going to be by your side as long as you need them there. As long as you need them there. And they will not, say this is more of a temporary situation and you are moving states and this is a therapist who has been really, really helpful for you while you were trying to leave a toxic household or something. This is somebody who will not be done with you until they know you are safe and in a good space. But I do think you have a very, very powerful Aladdin genie type relationship in your life. Somebody who will always empower you, try to steer you right, and truly, truly loves you, because I think, or truly, truly, truly holds you in high self-esteem, because true love exists within all dynamics, romantic, platonic, all of it. It all exists. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it's not because they are getting financial gain out of it. It's not because of the resources you share. It's because they fucking care about you. So that is why they are there. This is a true ally, a true friend you have in your corner. I do hope that makes sense though. And something you're doing right is keeping them in your corner, keeping that support around you. I feel like that propels you forward when you need it. And it also, having somebody who believes in us can make the world of difference. I did not realize the one person who ever encouraged me to start seeing my power was probably my best friend I met years ago, because she was like, hey, I know you do this thing. I know you put on this cool makeup every day. I know that treating people as kindly as you do is a normal thing for you, but it's actually really, really rare and really, really cool. You have somebody in your life who hypes you up in the same way. Picks you up off the ground when a diva's down and hypes you up and propels you forward, and sometimes whips your ass into shape a little bit. But you have somebody who is in your corner who loves you and makes you laugh even when they do that, and is kind and cares about you. You have an ally, don't forget it. And if you needed to hear that this person is doing nothing for their personal gain, and for them it's all about helping you, it's all about helping you. Okay? It's all about helping you. This person cares. This person is invested. This person is on chapter 88 of 100 on AO3 of the fan fiction of your life. Okay? But your third card is going to be what you'll feel when this shifts, and what you'll feel right when you're about to have a breakthrough, as far as what you're wanting to move through in your life is. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. So I think, actually, let me see, upright or reversed? Upright. But the King of Cups here to me is speaking about, if you have any sort of urge to start learning more life skills, say you're moving out or you're being kicked out or something is happening here. If you're having an intense experience and an intense transition of any kind, when you learn how to pay a bill or how to learn a new life skill, is going to be when you feel this empowerment and when you feel this breakthrough come through, because you'll be like, wait, I can do all of this on my own. I can do all of this on my own. And I know that sounds vague, so what's going on here? Yep. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 5 of Swords. So, like, mundane things we do to get through our day to take care of ourselves. If you are working on fostering any sort of independence so you aren't reliant on a system or a group of people that's hurting you, you are going to feel more empowered as soon as you start learning these skills. And it can seem like a drag to learn them, and maybe you're even procrastinating a little bit. But, like, you won't know if you're capable until you try, okay? And something else you can do to make sure your tries work out is just researching and looking up TikToks of how to do something, or Googling and taking notes on how to do something. But something here is, I think you are going to empower yourself and be like, wait, I can do all I need to do to upkeep and look out for myself and make things move how I need them to. I'm capable of all that. And I think when you realize you have the capabilities, you are going to feel empowered to make whatever decision this is. Because you'll be standing on your own 2 feet. You won't need anybody's help. Does that make sense? Because I feel like something here with the Chariot, you maybe had your autonomy taken away from you in the past and things like that. And with the King of Cups, that is pulling it back. And with the Chariot, that is pulling it back. So I think that's what you're in the process of. And like, I think an idea you already have is just learning basic life skills. I feel so strongly. Or like learning capabilities and how to handle stress. Coping mechanisms too, that's it. But all of that stuff, I think is when you feel ready and like when you feel like you have all the tools to handle anything that's going to come up. Is when you're going to be like, I can make this change. And I feel like you're almost there. But it's just so much of this change is having to have belief in yourself and your ability to do, even if you're not like, I'm the best person in the world. I can do this and this and this. I think you're great and kind and amazing and really cool. But I will say, sometimes if confidence doesn't come from there, it can come from, well, I learned how to do this, and that's enough for me to carry my own weight and take care of myself and do this. Just trusting in your ability to work through a problem is also confidence. I feel like somebody needs to hear. Just trusting in your own abilities to work through something when it comes up and be able to roll with the punches is also confidence. And I feel like you can do all of that. I feel like you're going to get to a place where you can do all of that and then you'll feel ready. Okay? You are so capable and so magical, and you can do all of this. Somebody is very loyal to you. Whoever this person is, I was picking up on. They are not sharing anything you say with others. They are not going behind you. Somebody is very loyal to you. This is true platonic love, whatever this is. But your 4th card is going to be on what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for right now, just because we forget sometimes to appreciate all the progress we make until we get to the destination sometimes. But we can discourage ourselves if we don't also appreciate the progress we've already made. Because reflecting and thanking yourself for progress you've already made can propel you forward towards the really big thing. So I want you to be nice to yourself and be like, hey, I did that. Slade, all that stuff. So for the fourth card, it's going to be what you're doing right and what to thank yourself for now. So we have the Three of Pentacles. And I think whether it was, actually, let me look at the top and bottom. I think you have set boundaries with people or separated from them. Even if it meant you were going to lose some kind of privilege or standing just because you were like, hey, I cannot, like, the disrespect is not it. The disrespect is not fun. I am not enjoying myself. I can't take this anymore. I'm tired of it. And to me, I think you still interact with these people. I think you are, for some of you, I'm going to say, because it really feels like it's just for some of you. For some of you, you are not in contact with these people. But for some of you, you still are. But I feel like either way, it feels like kind of gray walling a person with toxic behaviors. And by gray walling, I'm not even sure if it's the right terminology, but it means not even reacting anymore, not even offering a reaction, or going back into a shared space and going to a place where they will not bother you. But you have taken your reactions and like taken access to you away from these people or this person, which is really, really cool. And that's progress, because that means you are cutting ties. It's going to be easier to leave this behind when it's time. And you are protecting your energy. If you are not interacting, you are not letting these people upset you actively anymore. And I want to remind you, emotions are okay. Emotions are okay, and having care for people is okay. But I feel like you were like, enough is enough. This is making me feel terrible. And I am here when there's an emergency, but this is making me feel terrible. Like I cannot, I'm channeling the name Tiffany. Like I cannot do this anymore. And you have stood your boundaries and found a way to coexist with people who are upsetting you. You have found a way to coexist, whether this is a bad job or like a toxic living situation, whatever, or like co-parenting, but you have found a way to coexist that doesn't hurt you anymore. Which is so, so cool, and a huge step towards like completely like separating yourself from this, if that is the goal. I am so, so proud of you, because boundaries are important here, and I can see you are getting better at protecting your own energy with the Chariot and the King of Cups here. And protecting does not mean closing off, it means protecting. So not letting people drive you crazy, not letting people make you reactive, not letting things roll off your back, but not giving people enough time to disrespect you, removing yourself from the situation, all that stuff, and you are doing it. And that's amazing, because boundaries are so very difficult for some people to set, and you are doing it. And maybe it was difficult, but I'm proud of you because you made a better, cleaner, healthier decision for yourself, which is so, 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 so cool. I love you. I love you. But I also am going to give you some of my little pink Island Time wellness cards. And they are love-centered, but they tend to give me extra messages even when something isn't love-related. But they are very pretty. I've had them since I started reading tarot years ago. I'll take this one. Blast from the past. Someone, something, a situation from the past returns. Nostalgia out of the blue, older. So I'm actually reading this as a power imbalance, but I do want to see what else comes out of this deck. The Siren. Alluring, seductive, enticing, mysterious, threatening, vindictive, and rebellious. So whoever this is could be somebody older than you. That, I don't know, I very strongly feel jealousy or envy. But I don't even think it has anything to do with your character as a person. I think it has everything to do with the projections of somebody else. Feeling like their time in the world has kind of passed and gone by. It's giving evil queen energy from Snow White, where she hated her, like, for being pretty. And it's also giving, I don't know, somebody like, there is somebody here, and this is going to resonate for some, not all of you, because it may not be your specific situation. But for some of you here, there is just somebody who doesn't even have a problem with you personally. It's about your identity, and that they feel like they were you once and their time is past. And it makes them insecure and it makes them sad, but like they don't have the emotional maturity or awareness to understand they're projecting and hurting someone. And I feel like this person goes out of their way to be mean to you and upset you because they are upset about that. I really don't like that. I do hope you're taking time from this, but I do think if it's somebody in the workplace, or I don't know, for anybody who relates to this at all, it may be somebody you can't really get away from and can only just take space from and set boundaries with when you're around them. I do want to tell you, no situation is forever. Everything is temporary. So either you will be able to leave this situation soon or they will leave it. I don't feel like they are well liked by many in whatever space you share at all. I don't think, I think if you don't go first because you want something better, they will end up leaving. This person, however they treat you, is completely a projection of their own insecurities. I don't even think it has anything to do specifically with you. I think they probably treat others this way that kind of just fit who you are. You know, say you are a woman in your 20s. And like you found like your first like big girl job. You are stereotyped by this person as that is. So like no matter how kind you try to be, no matter what this is, this person treats other people of your demographic the same way. And this person would have an issue with anybody like you. It's not just a you thing. I am trying to get you to see there's nothing wrong with you. It's everything to do with this person. Okay? But you are hot, you are kind, you deserve whatever success you have, whatever beauty you have, whatever kindness you have, whatever wonderful relationships you have. You deserve it all, okay? Do you hear me? I will say unicorn stone is very, very interesting. It is a combination, I think I told you, of smoky quartz, pink tourmaline, clevelandite, and lepidolite. And I love this because I think it's so artistic. It looks like watercolor to me, but also the properties are that it's very calming and it's healing on the heart. I do know that in a lot of like mood regulating like treatments, lithium is part of the medicine, and lepidolite, one of the crystals in here, actually has very little, little small traces of lithium. There's smoky quartz in there, which is just like a sponge for any depression, sadness, any of that stuff. And pink tourmaline is a heart healer. It empowers us and it protects our heart while we're going through difficult situations or changes. If you are interested, look this up. But I definitely feel like it would fit for some of the people who find this pile. But other than that, and this was just something I picked up on a specific situation. I guess my cards wanted you to know that is a projection. That is not anything about you. But I am going to pull you a little self-love fairy card. These are very pretty. They have little sparkles and wings on the back. I hope you feel loved and safe with me. This is a space for you to make you feel good about you and give you direction, okay? I love you. So I'll take this one. Not everything needs overthinking. Beautiful. So, Diva, I feel like you are somebody who tries, slow down. Softness is your strength. Thanks for being here with me. If anybody's having a good cry while they're watching this, it's safe to cry. And I'm here with you, and I love you so, so very much. Crying is powerful. It's a release. So you're really just getting energy out, and you won't feel so heavy after. It's good for you. Okay? But not everything needs overthinking. So I want you right now to make decisions and go off of what you need, okay? What you need. Because the time of bypassing and hoping people would treat you better, or thinking that like if you are nice enough, you won't fall victim to this, or that you can fix somebody. It's kind and you tried. But at some point, you have to start having self-preservation and take care of you. And things like that. It can be hard to leave an environment that's been important to us, even if it hurts us, because we have sentimental value to it and we care about the people who are there very, very frequently. She makes me think of Daenerys. She found her power when she left her situation, right? Because of the dragons and everything. Somebody might like Game of Thrones. But you are very much in like Daenerys energy right now. There is a chance here to reclaim your own power. And I hope you know that you haven't missed any part of life, because a new day is never too late to start anything new. You are not trapped. I love you so, so very much. And I want you to go off of what your needs are, okay? Because you've been patient and you've been very kind. You have. You've been patient and you've been very kind. And it's okay to make the best decision for you, the one that makes you the happiest, and that doesn't leave you in survival mode all the time, and makes you feel good. I did have this on the bottom. What a catch. An ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes. So if you are thinking of making this change, that's a yes. In marriage material. So there is something here about you just needing to follow your gut, baby, because that's how easy it's going to be. Following your gut and doing your thing. Okay, that is your secret to a happier life. And you can make that jump whenever you feel ready to make it, but that's the jump you need to make. That's all you need to do for a happier life. That is the secret here for you for a happier life, okay? Going off of your needs and doing what you need to do to put yourself in an environment where you're not so scared and worked up all the time, because that's what you deserve. You deserve easy living and happiness in this forward moment, and to feel bright and happy, and to have even more of these special friendships and stuff, and a beautiful relationship if you want one. But I think the only reason you need to get out of this space is so that you can really fully feel these blessings and be in a happier space yourself when you get these things, so you can fully embrace them. That's what I'm feeling, because I want you to be able to enjoy every second and not be trapped worrying about when you're going to have to go home or when you're going to have to go to work. I want you to enjoy your life. That's my biggest hope for you, Pile 3 Divas. That's what I really, really want for you. And that's what you deserve. Okay? But I am also, and this is a fun part, because these are cool. So, this is my little charm casting dish my best friend made for me for Christmas. And charm casting with me is basically, I have all of these silver little charms, and I assign meanings to all of them based off of them. They're all like little pictures, and get an extra message for you based off of how I interpret them all together. So we're gonna do that for you, okay? Oh, these, okay. Cool! So I feel like you want to make this decision and you are just delaying it because, is this a lighthouse? Let's see. So you got the little lips overturned, this little heart arrow, which to me talks about action, and usually like action like we need to take for our well-being. The snail is frickin' adorable and overturned on his face. And then we have our little lighthouse here. So I think you are delaying making a decision because you are worried you don't have a backup plan. And that is absolutely fair. And I'm not confirming it. I'm just saying that is a natural fear to have. Do I think it's one you need to worry about? No, absolutely not. Because I think if there was no way for you to get the resources together, you wouldn't have the idea and it wouldn't be the time. Let me pull one more. Oh, so you do have the resources here. You can come by them with the $100 bill. Even if you don't think you have much, it's enough to get yourself out of a situation or to hold yourself over until you can find another one. But I feel like your charms here are just asking you not to give in to fear. Not to give in to fear that you won't have anything else, because you do have the resources. They're asking you not to let fear beat you into not taking any movement when you need it so very much. I know you can be brave because I see it with the Chariot here. I think you've already been brave. And remember, not everything deserves overthinking. That little Daenerys card you have, I know you can be brave. I know you can do it. Because if you didn't have courage, this arrow with the idea wouldn't show up. I also feel like you have a lot of resentment and a lot of anger, and that is something you can turn into fuel. Next time this makes you really, really angry, let it be your fuel and let it be your courage. I love you so, so very much, pile 3. I'm going to close my eyes for a minute and I'm going to send you a bunch of courage. You tell me if you can feel it in the comments, okay? Okay, I did it. Okay, but I love you so much. Anybody believes in you, it's me. And this person, whoever you got in your corner, loves you so freaking much. Probably more than me, probably because they know you personally, but like I do love you so, so much. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to give you a little bit of homework in the meantime so you can take care of yourself and empower yourself and make yourself feel good. These are actually very fun. They are practical little cards. There's like spend time with your friends, sing, all that stuff. So this is going to be little homework because I'm not going to put pressure on you to do anything. I'm just here to remind you that you deserve the best life has to offer because you're you and you're amazing. And there's no rush to make any sort of change. I just hope you know your action can be louder than your fear when you feel ready to take action. And people love you regardless, no matter where you're at, like me and this human. So there's no rush here. But these are something I want you to spend time doing and have fun with. This is your only homework. This is the only thing you have to follow, okay? Let's see what fun it has in here for you. Write a gratitude list. And I know like that seems like boring to some people, but it actually helps. When I was in like the thick of OCD a couple years ago, and I mean like spending like 9 hours in bed ruminating OCD, something a professional at the time told me was like, even just like write a gratitude list with like feelings and like sensations you were like thankful for throughout the day. So like, if you really like garlic, you can be like, hey, this garlic was amazing and it had oil and broccoli with it and ooh, I was grateful for it. Or it can be things like, I'm grateful I have clean water. Or like, I'm grateful my hair had volume on its own this morning when I woke up. But it grounds you because you just think about the little details of your day and you're less anxious, okay? And you can start with one thing, but remember, this is homework. And then for your other one, because I want you to feel good, okay? I'm sending my baby bird off, and I need to know that it's going to take care of itself. Here. Take a walk! And you can do that on a lunch break. You can just leave your living space and do that. Seems really, really fun if you live in a city. All that stuff. But it does seem beautiful, and it's a way to center. It's a way to see new things if there's a part of your town you've never explored. If there's like a craft fair you see pop up that you want to walk around, that is also taking a walk. It's about what you want to do, and it can be like around your neighborhood, or it can be fun and like walking around an event. But however it shows up for you, I think a movement and anything like physically grounding that's like good for your nervous system is going to be great for you right now. You can look stuff up about that too if you want. But I love you so very much. It can just be anything that like takes your mind away from anything too hard and like doesn't really like require thinking. Like something that like where like you forget what you're doing, you forget what you were thinking about, and your heart is steady and calm and like not beating like a hummingbird. But I love you so, so very much. I hope this was informative for you, and I hope it brought you clarity, but I hope you know you're not in a rush to make any decision, and you don't have to do anything before you feel like it. You just needed to hear this, and I just need you to know you're going to be okay and things are going to turn out, and you don't have to be scared of anything. I love you so, so very much. I have so much faith in you. You are going to get where you're going. I hope you liked it here with me. And this was like a pink, sweet, soft space to land. Because I do love you so, so much. I post self-love readings all the time. That's like my thing. I do that. And I love you so, 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 so very much. Subscribe to me if you would like to see me again. On my little Barbie core, divine feminine corner of the internet. I love you so, so very much. My name is Courtney. You are perfect and exactly where you need to be. And I always have hope and faith and belief and care and love for you. I love you so, so very much, Pile 3 Divas. You are perfect. Take a walk and write a gratitude list. I love you, Miss Diva, Mr. Diva, they Diva, whatever. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.